The Pixel 8 Pro is expected to set an impressive mark for the Pixel brand and the wider Android smartphone market. Yes, Google wants the phone to sell, but there's more to these mobiles than market share. It all starts with making the proverbial damn fine smartphone, because without that, nobody will give Google the time of day. The Pixel line has been through several design iterations, with the current hardware deriving from the Pixel 6. Yet the real change has been Google switching away from the various Qualcomm Snapdragon system-on-chips to its own design. The Tensor chipset has been tailored away from outright performance towards supporting computational routines, notably for AI and machine learning, to happen on the device rather than be passed over to the cloud. So here are top 10 features that you should know about the upcoming Pixel 8 lineup. First, the DeX support like Samsung. The best Samsung phones ship with DeX mode, an underrated and helpful feature that turns your phone into a mini PC as long as you have access to a monitor, keyboard, and mouse. The latest leaks surrounding Google's 2023 flagship Pixel phones indicate support for USB DisplayPort alternate mode. This will allow you to connect the Pixel 8 or its Pro sibling to an external monitor over USB-C to output video. Coupled with hardware support, the company might finally make the feature official with its upcoming Pixels. With desktop mode, instead of mirroring your home screen's content, your phone will run a version of Android closer to what your PC's desktop looks like, complete with a taskbar at the bottom. In a pinch, this could be a great alternative to your laptop for light web browsing and office work, as long as you have access to a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. Next, a flat display. If Google's Pixel Pro family has had your interest for a while, but the thought of using a phone with a curved display prevented you from buying the Pixel 7 Pro or Pixel 6 Pro, the Pixel 8 Pro could be interesting. Google has also fine-tuned the rounded corners of both models, more than doubling the corner radius in both cases. In other words, the displays are slightly less square than before and a little more rounded in the corners. Next, a thermometer sensor. Google's Pixel 8 Pro could come with a new feature that's not quite commonly found on phones. If the leak is legit, the upcoming flagship Pixel will have a built-in thermometer. The video shows an infrared sensor similar to the ones used by contactless thermometers inside the metal panel where the rear cameras are also located. Based on the demonstration of the built-in thermometer, users will have to take off their glasses or any other eye and forehead accessories. They then have to bring the sensor as close to their forehead as possible without actually touching it, and then moving their phone towards their temple in 5 seconds. Next, when excited for videos, Google will use the Pixel 8 series to showcase an expansion of its night sight camera software. It's a straightforward capability that could easily be the highlight of the new camera. Theoretically, the software should improve low-light recordings by combining several images with different exposure times to minimize noise and increase clarity. Google will allow night sight to work in conjunction with Super Res Zoom for the first time too, which interpolates images taken with primary and telephoto cameras to reduce noise in telephoto images. Next, the Audio Magic Eraser. Google introduced its Magic Eraser feature with the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro back in 2021. This machine learning and AI-based photo editing feature used to remove unwanted objects in photos is now more widely available. Now, Google could add a similar feature for videos in the upcoming Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro. A leaked video, the video shows skateboarders using a new feature to remove unwanted noise from video clips. The Audio Magic Eraser button is shown among the controls in Google Photos. Next, a brighter display. Brightness is the other key area where things are getting better. Both Pixel 7 models topped out at 1000 nits peak brightness, while Pixel 8 goes up to 1400 nits and Pixel 8 Pro goes up to 1600 nits. In other words, you'll be able to see the displays much more clearly when you're out in direct sunlight. That's a big deal, with some of the belief that Google's displays simply didn't quite reach the brightness they should have last time around. Google has equipped both with new Actua displays, Actua for the Pixel 8 and Super Actua for the 8 Pro. According to the product pages, Actua and Super Actua differ in numerous areas. This is rated as having 1400 nits HDR brightness and 2000 nits peak brightness, while the 8 Pro's Super version is rated for 1600 nits HDR brightness and in 2400 nits peak brightness. The spec sheet also tells us these displays will be protected with Gorilla Glass Victus 2, the current toughest glass used on Android smartphones. One unfortunate bit of bad news from the same display specs is that there could be a lower res display on the 8 Pro compared to the 7 Pro. Hopefully, this won't detract from the display's overall quality though. It can be hard to see just from the numbers alone how bright both the devices could be. If Google's numbers are accurate, then the 8 Pro would become the brightest phone we've tested this year, which would be quite a nice achievement. Even if you don't get those peak figures in everyday use, it should still hopefully mean you can see the phone's on-screen content outdoors with ease. Next, video unblur. While the Magic Eraser tool that debuted on the Pixel 6 has recently become a premium feature on other phones through Google One, Photo Unblur has so far remained exclusive to Google's newest phones. With rumors and leaks about the Pixel 8 now beginning to surface, Google is working on bringing that same Unblur tool to videos. Video Unblur feature, which sharpened faces even if there was motion blur in the background. Next, better software support. Google hopes to change that on the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro with noticeably more OS updates. The Google Pixel 8 could get iPhone-like software support. Apple typically provides iOS updates for iPhones for at least 5 years after release. Now, Pixel 8's software update policy could match the iPhone's. There are no other details, but it would be a big deal if Google could come anywhere close. Google last updated the Pixel lineup's software update policy with the launch of the Pixel 6 in 2021. All devices launched since then are eligible for 3 OS updates and 5 years of security patches, including the Pixel Fold. Next, major camera upgrade. Google Pixels have built a reputation for being excellent camera phones thanks to investing heavily in computational photography right from the get-go. The main upgrade in the camera hardware this year is coming to both of the Pixel 8 models. The Samsung ISOCELL GN1 sensor makes way for the ISOCELL GN2. This brings a few improvements. First, the sensor is larger and should capture about 35% more light than its predecessor for brighter low-light images and faster shutter speeds to reduce blur. The last enhancement is the previously leaked support for staggered HDR. This reduces the delay between the frames that are captured for HDR to reduce costing and speed up the capture process. The technology might push Google's HDR Plus capabilities even further, providing faster, more reliable shots. Google Pixel 8 Pro is also receiving a much-needed upgrade to the ultra-wide camera. The dated 12-megapixels Sony IMX386 is replaced by a much more usable 64-megapixels Sony IMX787, the same sensor as the primary camera found on the Pixel 7a. This is a huge upgrade. The sensor is almost twice the size and should vastly improve the quality of the ultra-wide camera. At last, Wi-Fi 7 support. Google Pixel 8 series suggests potential support for Wi-Fi 7. This advanced wireless technology, still in the wings, looks to transform our wireless experience at home, bringing faster speeds and higher reliability. This new technology aims to boost both speed and dependability in wireless networks. So the use of hardware to improve AI and ML, a consistent approach across first and second-party apps from Google and the individual manufacturers, and a long window of support and security updates. The Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro will be seen as consumer-focused machines, but the long-term value is in crystallizing Google's view of mobility across the Android ecosystem. So these are the top 10 features that you might see on the latest Pixel 8 lineup. These are something that everybody wants but nobody provides. So how do you like these new features? If you think there are more than this, then let us know it down below in the comment section, and for more updates you can check out our channel. See you in the next one. Peace out.